Back on the channel with another video, and today we're gonna do a comparison and a speed test video for two great smartphones that launched on the market just a few months ago in the same period of time of March. Now they benefit for several updates and should be more stable, but which one is performing better on gaming and performance? Which one is looking better in your opinion? Which one is cheaper, have the better camera, and which one would you choose? Today I'm gonna do a side-by-side video comparison and a quick speed test at the end, and hopefully at the end of this video you can share your opinion regarding these two great smartphones. Both devices are Xiaomi products, but you can find the Redmi Note 10 Pro slightly cheaper than Poco F3 Pro. Redmi Note 10 Pro can be found with a price of £229, but also can benefit of different discounts on different period of time, so you can find it even cheaper than this price. And also Poco F3 can be found with a price of £279 and also can benefit of different promotions and discounts, and you can find it just a little bit more cheaper. So the difference in prices is not that much, but well, they got a few differences. Also, as you can see, both devices are looking quite similar, even front and back. As you can see, the back it's pretty much similar except the color, because on the edge of these smartphones you can see the same model. This shape over here, it's the same on both devices, but because Redmi Note 10 Pro it's coming on this color, it's a bit hard to see. Also slightly different, so you can see on the camera model, which on Poco it's more round and on Redmi Note 10 Pro it's more on squares. But if I have to choose which one I do like it, probably the color of this Poco F3 and the module cameras, how they are made on Redmi Note 10 Pro. So probably we just have to combine these two phones in one to make a perfect one. Also, as you can see on the back of both devices, you can see the Poco 5G logo and the name on the back of the phone. Also you can see Redmi on the other side, plus where it's made and so on. So probably I would like all blue color all over the rear back, and also the same color on Redmi Note 10 Pro without all these writing and names on the back of the phones. And it's time to move a bit on the dimensions, and both devices are quite slim. Poco F3 with a thickness of 7.8 millimeters against 8.1 millimeters for Redmi Note 10 Pro. Also the weight of both devices, it's quite similar. We got 196 grams for Poco and 193 grams for Redmi Note 10 Pro. Also on the back we got glass Gorilla 5 for Poco, and the same we got on Redmi Note 10 Pro. Also we got a plastic frame for both devices. If we're gonna move on the front, we got Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on both devices also. Both also benefit of IP53 dust and splash protection, which is quite good. Also both are coming with a camera situated into the middle of the screen, dot notch right here. Also we got tiny edges on both devices. Even the bottom chin is quite similar, which probably is looking more slimmer on Poco F3, but honestly it's hard to see that difference. So very thin edges on both devices. Also we got the speaker grill on the top right there. Also on the bottom on each smartphone we got the USB Type-C charging port. We got the speaker grill on the right side for both devices, but on Poco F3 we got the SIM card right here on the bottom, but on Redmi Note 10 Pro we got that SIM card right here on the side, so it's a bit different. Also on the top we got the speaker grill, because both benefit of dual stereo speakers, And also we got the jack audio on Redmi Note 10 Pro, which is not available anywhere on Poco F3. Also we got the infrared sensor, so you can control your devices from your house. Okay, on the left side right here we got the fingerprint sensor, which is into the same position for both devices, plus the volumes, which are also into the same position. If we're gonna turn the phones on the other side, well, you can see only the SIM tray on Redmi Note 10 Pro, and like I said before, on Poco it's right here on the bottom, and it's time to open it, see what they can offer. And as you can see right here, we got differences on storage, because Poco F3 is coming with only support for dual SIM, no expandable storage. But for Redmi Note 10 Pro you can put 2 SIM cards, and you can add also a micro SD card on the same tray, so you can add even more storage for this Redmi Note 10 Pro, and not the same would be for Poco F3. And now it's time to move on the display and see any difference between these two devices. We got Poco F3 and Redmi Note 10 Pro right here on the bottom. And let's have a look also if we can spot any differences. And we got an AMOLED display for both devices. We got 120 Hz refresh rate on both devices, HDR10 Plus for Poco F3 and HDR10 for Redmi. Also we got 6.67 inches for both devices, 107.4 centimeters square, and 85.9 screen to body ratio for Poco F3 and 85.6 screen to body ratio for Redmi. Full HD Plus for both devices, 20:9 ratio and 395 ppi density. Also, like I said before, Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on both devices. And if we're looking on the video, I don't know if you can see a very big difference between these two. So both are coming with very bright, sharp, good colors, quite natural on both devices, and it's hard to spot any big difference unless if you look very close. So both are looking very good on the display, and no problem, I would say. Moving next, we're just gonna test out the sound on these two smartphones. But as you can see, because the camera on the left side, once you're trying to type in, would be very hard. So I always take a case with me to fix this problem. It's because both cameras are on the left corner, and when you type, let's say no copyright, and the same here, music, yeah, the phone tends to go on that left side, and it's not just very good. But we're just gonna test out the sound on the next seconds. So both are coming with dual stereo speakers, one on the top, one on the bottom, and we're just gonna test out the sound, see if we get any difference. But the quality should be the same for both devices. Let's stop at the moment, and let's test out Poco first. Lift up the volume. Not too bad. Let's test out Redmi now. And now let's just put it one more time on maximum volume, see any difference in terms of which one is louder. It's hard to see a difference between these two. The quality of the sound is good, great on both devices, and they are both loud enough. Let's do it one more time. And I don't know why Redmi Note 10 Pro is catching my ears in a good way, but I will let you decide which one for you looking good, which one is louder and the quality is better, so you can choose your own. Now we got an Android 11 on both devices, MIUI 12.5 also. And we're just gonna go a bit on the main menu. We're gonna try and see which one is looking better. So we're just gonna go on settings right here. As you can see, they both looking similar. On about the phone, we got MIUI version 12.5.4 for this Redmi Note 10 Pro. Also we got 12.5.3 for this Poco. We got 128 internal storage for both devices, and latest updates. Actually, let's check this out and see. No more updates, which is good. I did all the updates for both devices. As you can see, the menu looks similar. No much difference between these two. Also on the display you may see a different white balance between these two devices, because on the color scheme you can choose advanced settings. Look at this: standard, saturated, vivid, original, and so on. So it may look slightly different, but at the end they are quite similar, so I didn't find any problem in terms of that. Also, this Poco F3, it's coming with an always on display, which I like it because it stays on the display constantly. But on this Redmi Note 10 Pro you just have to tap in order to wake them up and show your notification and so on. So I do prefer this always on display from this Poco F3. And let's just go a bit on always on the display, see if we got always on display right here. As you can see, it's on. If we're going on animations, they are quite similar, so no problems. Sleep activity, lock screen, clock format, so you can choose your own. Let's go back a bit more. Display charging animation after device is unlocked, launch camera, and so on. And let's go a bit on protection, password and security. And same here, password and security, because both devices are coming with fingerprint unlock and face unlock. And we're just gonna test out the face unlock, see which one is faster, because it's hard to test out the fingerprint scanner, which we're gonna do it, but not in the same time, because well, the fingers, they are not the same on the same side. But let's test out the fingerprint sensor on Poco, and as you can see, it's quite fast. I like it. And let's test out also on Redmi. Also it's fast, as you can see. And now let's test out the face unlock, see which one is faster. One more time. Yeah, looks like Poco it's faster, and let's test it again. On Poco looks like it's unlocking the smartphone instant, which I find it a bit faster than Redmi Note 10 Pro. And it's time to go back and let's see the key menu right here. Quite similar, exactly the same. As you can see, both support Wi-Fi location, NFC for payments, hotspot, screenshot, screen recorder, dark mode on both devices. You can tap it and they're gonna change on dark mode. Okay, let's go back. Battery save, Mi remote, and so on. And now it's just time to move a bit on the performance. And moving on the performance, we're just gonna open the Antutu benchmark app, where it's gonna be probably a big difference. And you're gonna find out that this Poco F3, it's coming with a very big score of 681,000 points against 346,000 points for Redmi Note 10 Pro. So it's double the score for this Poco F3 against Redmi Note 10 Pro. And let's go on my device right here. And we got F3 against Redmi Note 10 Pro. We got Android 11. On CPU we got a Snapdragon 875G against a Snapdragon 732G only. And also we got the GPU, which is an Adreno 650 for Poco against Adreno 618 for Redmi Note 10 Pro. We got 6 GB of RAM for both devices. Also we got 128 storage. If we're gonna go on the results right here, on CPU you can see the score, which is 190,000 against 102. The GPU also, it's quite making the difference here, because we got 240,000 points against 93,000 points. Also on memory it's again double, because this one it's using an LPDDR4X plus UFS 3.1 against the UFS 2.2. And yeah, you can see a big difference on score. And next we're just gonna test out the game to see if this big score also reflect on the performance on gaming. And also, if you want to, let me know in the comments. We can do a gaming test comparison between these two devices on the next video. Okay, and I just open Asphalt 9 here. We're just gonna go on settings, on game settings, sound and display on both devices. As you can see, I just put them on high quality, both of them. Let's go back and see how we gonna play this game. Let's just tap play here, tap on both devices, and tap again, and one more time tap, yes, next, tap, next, next, and play. Okay. Come on. Play. Waiting. What do I see here on Poco is that that refresh rate, it's working very good. Look at this, in the same time quite real, which on Redmi Note 10 Pro I don't see that refresh rate to work like Poco, and looks faster. Look at this, faster on Poco F3. Look more natural. Check this out. And on Redmi Note 10 Pro I don't see to be that smooth like on Poco F3. So that refresh rate probably I don't see it on Redmi Note 10 Pro. So you can see the difference between these two. Looks more smooth on Poco F3, more faster than Redmi Note 10 Pro, because that refresh rate is higher, is looking smooth, faster than Redmi Note 10 Pro. But also you can see that on playing this Asphalt 9 on both devices, it's no hard, so no problem in playing Asphalt 9. And if you want to play more heavy games, probably we're gonna do it in a separated video. We're gonna do a comparison gaming test if you like to. And now moving on the camera, we got a different setup. We got a 48 megapixel camera for Poco against 108 megapixel primary camera for Redmi Note 10 Pro. And I'm gonna leave short video with a photo video sample for both devices, so you can decide which one is taking better photos and videos in your opinion. Also, we got an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera on both devices, 5 megapixel macro camera on both devices, and also we got a 2 megapixel deep camera on this Redmi Note 10 Pro. And like I said, next you're gonna find out a few photos and video samples taken with this Poco F3 and Redmi Note 10 Pro. On the front we got different camera. We got 20 megapixel on Poco F3 against 16 megapixel on Redmi Note 10 Pro. So probably that's why on that face unlock Poco F3 was a bit faster. But if you're looking how you're gonna record video on these two devices, you can go on 4K 30 frames per second for both of them, which is quite good. And let's go on photo, because you want to see photo also. So many settings right here: macro, super macro for Redmi Note 10 Pro. Let's go on settings, so you can choose from so many live tips, smart suggestions, correct distortions in ultra wide shots, and picture quality on high. Let's see, high right here. And let's go back one more time on more, because on more you can find even more settings. And you can see the difference between these two devices: 108 megapixel camera against the 48 megapixel camera. So I'm gonna do a photo with these sensors, and you may share your opinion which one is looking better, and let me know that into the comments. Next, we're just gonna do speed test, a quick speed test between these two. Just an orientative test to see the difference between these two devices, and actually to see if it's indeed Poco F3 faster than Redmi Note 10 Pro, because you just saw that huge score in Antutu. and the difference probably is made from that chipset Snapdragon 870 against Snapdragon 732G. Also the GPU can make a difference, and we got the same RAM 6 and the same internal storage 128 GB. And before starting the speed test, I'm just going to show you that both devices are sharing the same Wi-Fi, no location, no NFC activated. Also, I didn't turn any animation off, so I just leave it like that. Just gonna tap on this once to clear everything. Also, nothing on the background, and we're just gonna do a quick speed test so you can make an opinion about the speed on these two devices if you're looking for that. Starting with the first one, and seems to be Poco. Okay, again, maps, seems to be Poco. News, seems to be Poco again, and waiting for Redmi Note 10 Pro. Let's scroll a bit because we got 120 Hz refresh rate on both devices, and both are looking quite good, but sometimes I do find Poco F3 a bit more smooth than Redmi Note 10 Pro. Okay, let's just refresh this. Yeah, both are looking quite good, and let's move on. No more talking. YouTube, skip, and I don't know which one was on that. We got speed test, do not allow. Okay, done. And yeah, probably was Poco again. Let's just test it out. Now I'm using another device to get internet, so I'm doing a hotspot from another smartphone. The signal is very bad on my area, so just gonna test out the internet coming from another device. And as you can see, the download would be 15.8, and let's find out the upload. And the upload it's 3.49. And now let's just tap on Redmi Note 10 Pro and connecting. Okay, it's going the same like Poco 15, which is quite good. So they share the same connection. Look, it's going even better, 17, so it's pushing a bit more than Poco. Redmi get 17. And let's see the upload, which is slightly lower, but well, it's going up, so it should be the same. The upload, well, slightly lower, 3.11, but great on connectivity coming from another device to the hotspot, so quite good on internet connection. And now let's open Asphalt 9 and let's have a look. Okay, Game Loft, let's switch these two devices and see which one is gonna get this game faster. Well, not that much difference, as you can see. Poco F3 seems to take the lead each time opening the apps and the game, and looks like it's faster than Redmi Note 10 Pro. And yeah, I can see that speed in day by day. As you can see, even scrolling up, I do find it Poco just slightly faster than Redmi Note 10 Pro, and both are great. Both are coming with so many specs, good prices, quite good prices for both of them. I like the design, I like how they move, they are faster, good processors, a good memory, but at the end you may want to choose only one. So I cannot say which one it's better. So I would just let you choose based probably on this video, if you want to, orientative test on that speed test, so you can see the difference in speed and performance. But in daily use you may don't count on that speed test, so it's not that huge difference. Let's say you're waiting for the apps to be opened, but overall Poco on speed, on performance, can be slightly better than Redmi Note 10 Pro. On photo and video, at the moment of taking this video I haven't done anything, so probably when I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna put photo and video samples together. So I let you choose to see which one is better in your opinion. Overall, two great smartphones, good prices for both of them, but Redmi Note 8 Pro just cheaper than Poco F3, but it's not coming probably with the same performance, the same chipset, the same GPU, which makes Poco F3 a bit faster. So this was the video. Please let me know in the comments what do you think. I do like both of them at the moment. I'm using Redmi Note 10 Pro quite for a while, and yeah, I'm switching between these two, so it's hard to choose one. Probably the speed, the photo, well, you can choose, you can say into the comments. So thank you for watching this video. Give it a like, share this video for others, and subscribe for the channel, because soon more videos between these two devices and other two which you're gonna find later on. And if you want that gaming test, let me know into the comments, and till next time, what can I say? All the best and be safe.